Why I refuse to return government vehicles? Ex-Edo Deputy Governor Shaibu says. Can you imagine? We understood that when he left office, he left with some official vehicles, and the governor of Edo State, Govt Obaseki, has launched a move to retrieve those vehicles from him. And people are saying, well, if those vehicles are truly government vehicles, he should have dropped them before leaving office. But now Shaibu is coming to tell us why he did not drop those vehicles and why he refused to return those vehicles. Now, wow. But generally, if those vehicles are government vehicles, then he should have dropped them. Former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, provides insight into his impeachment, political landscape, and the campaign vehicles controversy in an exclusive interview with The Punch. Shaibu, who accused Governor Godwin Obaseki of orchestrating his impeachment, expressed willingness to reconcile with the governor and extend forgiveness. Can you imagine? Regarding the campaign vehicles issue, Shaibu clarified that the vehicles in question were refurbished ones previously used by other deputy governors, emphasizing his commitment to transparency and accountability during his tenure. He highlighted the refurbishment of the vehicles, which were originally used by past deputy governors such as Lucky Maswe and Dr. Pius Odubu, to address the controversy. Shaibu criticized the impeachment process, alleging breaches of the oath of office by Governor Obaseki. So he advocated for constitutional amendment to protect deputy governors from arbitrary impeachment, pointing out flaws in the current system. The interview shed light on Shaibu's perspective on the contentious issues surrounding his tenure and his stance on reconciliation with the Governor Obaseki. Can you imagine? So, what this reason he's giving is not a reason that they were refurbished vehicles used by the past governors. The question is, are they government properties or not? Even if it is a pin, even if they are scraps, you should return them to the government. Telling us here that they were refurbished vehicles used by the past deputy governors is not a reason for you to take them away. Is they your property or government property? If it's government property, then you should return them. Because if they were refurbished vehicle used by other deputy governors previously in office, and they left the vehicle there. And that is why you are able to meet those vehicles there. So why taking them away? You should also keep them for other deputy governors coming in to meet them there until they finally become scraps and cannot be used again. And even when they finally become scraps and cannot be used again, it is not the duty of the deputy governor to scrap them or dispose them. It is the duty of the state government to scrap them and dispose them on the government ground, not on the personal ground. So the reason that Shaibu is giving here, it is not enough reason for him to go away with those official vehicles, saying because they were refurbished and used by previous deputy governors. So if the previous deputy governors took them away, would you have met them? Or what are you talking about? So he has to return those vehicles. I tell you the truth. The reason he's giving here, it is not cogent enough. He has to return them. All right. So people are speaking here in the comment section. Let me see. So you refuse to return the vehicles because they were used by former office holders. If they didn't return it, will you be able to go with them? That is called stealing. If it were an ordinary civil servant, you will charge him to court. Or you all are the same. Big thieves hanging the small thieves all the time. And not be lying. So what an explanation, what a defense. It didn't make sense. So you have to hold on to them. Hold on to them. You have to return them. Is it your vehicle? It is not your vehicle. It is Edo State government vehicle. So please return them. Return them. Because the explanation given here doesn't make sense. As long as they show us what are always preaching. Integrity. What you're always preaching. Yes, you're always preaching integrity. Yes. So return the card first, even if it is more than 100 years old. You have not been tested with power. You are failing already. Exactly. You have not been tested with power, you are failing already. How can you tell us that you went away with those vehicles simply because those vehicles were used by previous deputy governors? So if they had gone with them, would you have met them? Now that you have gone with them, so the incoming deputy governors will not meet them. So the government will have to buy more vehicles. And even when the top scraps are not usable anymore, is it your job as a person to scrap them? No. It is the duty of the government to scrap them. So, and you are no longer part of the government. And even if you are in government, you are a deputy governor, you are not the governor. So the power is also not on you to scrap them. So return the vehicles, please. That is just what everybody is saying here. Return the vehicle. The explanation that Shaibu has given here is not satisfactory enough. It is not satisfactory enough. So we need the vehicles returned back to Edo State government effective immediately. Effective immediately. Because the explanation we are getting here doesn't make sense. It didn't add up. Simply because the vehicles, rather than talking about the vehicles, you are talking about how you impeached. Are you talking about the laws of the state that is not protecting the deputy governors, that the law has to be changed to help and protect the deputy governor because they are very vulnerable? Okay, we agree, but the question thrown to you is, why did you go with those vehicles? And what they're telling us here is that you went with the vehicles because they were used by previous state deputy governors. So I just laugh. Just like somebody said, they're all the same. You have not been tested with the power, you are failing already. So you can imagine if you become the governor, you will go with all the those state vehicles. That is what it means. If you become the governor, it looks like what people are saying is, gradually becoming the truth. That this guy is very desperate and he's very, very crafty. And if he gets access to power, it's going to be something else. And just like Governor Obaseki said, that he did not support Shaibu becoming a governor because he needed to secure Edo people. That Shaibu becoming a governor would be a very big risk to people of Edo people, to the people of Edo. That is why he did not support it. And the way he's answering this question about returning official cars is almost throwing light into that thing. That this guy probably, if he becomes power, is going to be, he becomes a governor, he's going to abuse power in office. And that's what I see. On a side note, somebody has said that if you go to Edo State, almost the businesses that he owns in Edo State now, what happened to him is almost like what happened to Atiku when Atiku was the vice president to Obasanjo. All the privatizations in the country, Atiku was almost becoming selfish with them. And that is why Obasanjo said, no, this one, you cannot be president, you'll be something else. So in the same way, Obaseki is looking at Shaibu. This one, no, you cannot be the governor. If you are governor, you'll be something else. I am telling you. So you cannot tell us that because those vehicles were used by a former deputy governor, that is why you don't want to return them. Does it make sense? So if you are a governor today, you will take the whole of Edo State. That is what it means. So no, it doesn't add up. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.